the attempt by the Tennessee comptroller to take over Mason, Tennessee. The comptroller of the state complained about the finances, the controls there in Mason, Tennessee, and he demanded that city officials give up their charter. They chose not to do so. The question is he still going to take over their finances? Again, this is an issue a lot of people have been talking about. Mason, Tennessee is a majority black town. And then this is obviously of great concern to many folks, not only because Ford announced they're building a massive facility that's going to bring thousands and thousands of jobs and millions of dollars to the state and to the region, and they're not far at all from Mason. And so let's talk about this here with the vice mayor. We had her on the show last week. She returns to chat with us, and certainly glad to have you back on the show, Vice Mayor. So where do we stand now? Has the control, so the city, as you were on last week, the city made clear that they were not going to give up their charter and allow the county to control the city. What's happening now? Does he have control of your city's finances?
As of right now, it's know that it only supposed to go in effect on the 28th, which will be Monday. They supposed to come in and take over our finances. But they did come down today, the comptrollers did, to look at our numbers to see if what we were saying or what our finance team was telling them that was true, the numbers that we presented to them when we went up to meet with them. So that is what we actually waiting to see, if they're going to accept the numbers. Is he going to make the change, or is things going to stay the same?
So again, there's a lot of people out here commenting. They're saying that the town has been stolen, the land has been stolen. The reality is, y'all are the duly elected representatives of Mason, Tennessee. You and the other city council members are still in charge of the city. The only authority that they have is to take over the finances. And what does the state law say? How long does that last? How do y'all get it back? Walk us through that.
Okay, well, as of now, we don't know how long they're gonna decide to leave it or to stay over in control of our finances. All we do know is that they are going to come in, but again, we're gonna wait and see what their decision is going to be next week, because they got the numbers, they got the paperwork, they came down, they looked at everything. So with that being said, hopefully by next week, we'll know if they're going to redo their demands. And as of right now, they don't have control. And I want to let everybody know that we still have the mayor, we still have our officials. We didn't give up our charter, so they're not in control of the city, but they're just in control of the finances as of right now.
So Jason Mumpower is the Tennessee comptroller, and y'all will know by Monday if they are going to take control of the city's finances. And what that means is that, I think, what is it? Any expenditure over $100, they have to approve?
Right. Anything that any of our bills, of course, all of them are over $100. So we will have to wait till they approve it before we can even pay them. And they could be paid late because they may not get them back to us in time. And also we still can't apply for any grants unless they approve for us to apply for grants.
Gotcha. All right then. Anything else, Vice Mayor Rivers, that we should know about what's happening there in Mason, Tennessee? What do you also want the public to be doing to assist you and the other city council members?
Well, we just want you to keep making noise, keep letting people know, keep supporting us, and just spread the word that we're fighting. We're gonna fight to try to keep them from doing us in worse than they already are, because where they are and the demands that he has made on our finances can cause us to go into default with our bills. Because as we stand as of today, we are not behind on any of our bills. We're not in default on anything, our bonds, nothing. So with the control over our finances that he's trying to take, there's a possibility, because all he has to say, well, I'm not going to let you pay that bill right now. And if he make that decision, then we would go in default with everybody that we have contracts with, or we doing business with, or if we need a part for our fire department truck or our water department, we have to wait till he say that we can do it.
All right, then. Vice Mayor with Virginia Rivers, Mason, Tennessee. We sure appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, want to bring up my panel right now. Glad to have them with us. Killa Bethea, communications strategist. She joins us on the panel. Michael Imhotep, host of the African History Network. He joins us as well. Also, Chris Metzler, attorney. I see Chris there as well. Matt Manning also is joining us as well. Matt Manning, civil rights attorney as well. And so have all of them. But first of all, let me just throw this out, which I'm trying to quite understand, and y'all can talk about the first story, even the second one. This is one of those things that we talked about with the vice mayor last week, and that is, Matt, they're saying the issues they keep talking about took place long before they took over. And a lot of people, I keep people saying, oh, this sounds like Black Wall Street. Well, calm down. That's not what this sounds like. But it is important to be asking, wait a minute, it's like you're the controller. Why are you taking this harsh of a stance all of a sudden?
Particularly when the issues that undergird the Tennessee comptroller coming in started years ago and under all white people who are in control. So the first question is, why are you choosing to do it now? And the answer is that Ford is building a big plant that's going to go right through Mason, and the infrastructure there is going to give Mason a lot of money. So the question I have is, how is Tennessee trying to usurp this, and how are they going to benefit from it? Obviously, there's going to be millions of dollars. The article that I read indicates about $5.6 million in investment from Ford. So my question is, how is Tennessee trying to steal this money from the residents of Mason, and what exactly are they going to do with that? Because it's very obvious that they sat on their hands for a long time and allowed the mismanagement until it became a potential gold mine, and now they're trying to get that money.
And Kelly, the folks at Ford, they've weighed in. They've said they're concerned with what's going on here.
I would be concerned too, because something in the water isn't clean with this, right? If you have a history of managing your finances as a town before a predominantly Black administration comes in, and then all of a sudden, because there's Black people involved, you all of a sudden need to take that power away, that's a problem, because it doesn't say anything about the finances of the town or the status of the town. It has everything to do with you not wanting Black people in power of the town. So I would absolutely, if I were Ford, investigate into the matter as much as I could, given, the parameters that may be. But it something fishy is certainly going on. At least that's what it looks like here.
Michael, this is not shocking. What I mean by that is we've seen these things happen before. In terms of where you have state takeovers, I'm familiar. I'm from Texas, where you had school district that was in Texas. Wilmer Hutchins, a black school district outside of Dallas. The North Forest Independent School District, black school district. You had major financial issues, board drama, corruption, all kind of stuff, and the state took over those school districts. So we have seen it, and a lot of the same things we're hearing in Mason, Tennessee, we heard then as well. This is a town that's barely not even 2,000 people.
Well, about 1,200.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I say, it's not even 2,000. And so what you're dealing with here is you're dealing with this massive facility coming in. There's going to be a financial windfall, and so the vice mayor last week she made it clear. She's like, hey, we want to be able to run our city, but we're trying to clean up the mess of the previous leadership that was all white.
Yeah, isn't it always African Americans got to clean up mess from white people? I mean, look at President Barack Obama came in after 2 terms of George W. Bush. reading this story, so I've seen some different interviews with this, and thanks for covering this, Roland. This Detroit, we were taken over by the no good Governor Snyder, who was also the governor that the Flint water crisis happened under as well. We were taken over by the state, and then also we know that Detroit Public Schools was also taken over by the state under Governor Granholm, Democratic governor, who's now Secretary of Energy. So, in looking at this, it does seem very strange that all of a sudden now you have this Ford electric truck and battery manufacturing facility that will soon bring an estimated 30,000 jobs to this rural area in West Tennessee. And now you're talking about taking over the finances of the city, but they've been having problems for 20 years. Okay, so hopefully, they can fight this. And then also, I'm looking at there was some American Rescue Plan money that, if I remember correctly, Roland, the American Rescue Plan money, they've been able to, it's like $227,000 they've been able to use to pay back a significant amount of the money that have been improperly borrowed over many years from its water and sewer fund. So a lot of times, one of the things, Mayor Coleman Alexander Young, when he took the oath of office January 1974, he's one of the first African-American mayors of a major city. He got blamed for a lot of things that happened under white mayors. And around the country, when you go look at the first African-American mayors of major cities, when we took over those major cities, they were already on life support from what white people did, okay? But even though African-American mayors did make mistakes, they got blamed for a lot of this stuff. Detroit already had a declining population even before the 1967 Detroit Rebellion.
Right.
Okay, white people were already fleeing the city of Detroit. So, hopefully they're able to fight this and maintain control of the finances. But this is what they do, man. They put you in receivership so they can take over your city, take over your power, etc.
Folks, we're going to continue to follow this. As we get more details, we certainly will let you know. All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. Hey fam, Patrol Grooming is a black-owned men's grooming company that delivers on this promise every day to men everywhere. Everything we do, every product we make is designed to help you to present your best self. It's a promise they've kept since 1991 when they first introduced the Bump Patrol brand, the #1 men's product for a smooth, bump-free shave and silky skin. Millions of customers count on their exceptional skincare products, which can be found at more than 30,000 retail stores in more than 50 countries around the world. Now you can have exceptional beard and skincare products that are as unique as you. Fellas, as we prepare to head back out into the world as COVID restrictions are being lifted, it's time to get our groove back. You can visit patrolgrooming.com to order a Patrol Grooming box and do this. Use the discount code #Roland30. That's #ROLAND30 for a 30% discount at the checkout. We appreciate Patrol Grooming being a partner with us here at Roland Martin Unfiltered and the Black Star Network. Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches!
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, this difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?